I'll need help. Well, welcome to LivvyLand. Welcome to LivvyLand.
Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jolene and this is LivvyLand. On today's video, I am going to be showcasing new items that will be launching in LivvyLand. The launch, the date and time, Monday, September 8th at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am recording this video on Saturday. However, this will be posted on Sunday. So as you are watching this, the launch is happening tomorrow. So again, that is Monday, September 8th at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let's go ahead and get into this. I am excited for some of these items because they are new things that I do not currently offer in my shop. So let's see, what are we going to start off with? Okay, we will first start off with, I'm going to start off with this here. So I am bringing to the shop, not Moterms, I am bringing Disney princesses. So you will have your pick of having this challenge, which is 12 envelopes that feature 12 different Disney princesses. Either you will have your option of having it disc bound like this into a booklet for you, or you will have your choice of just having the A6 envelopes hole punched for you. So these will just come with the cover page and the 12 envelopes, or you can have it disc bound, and then of course, because it is a little booklet, I put a little pink sparkly back cover to it. But we'll go ahead and do a flip through of these. I'm just going to go ahead and flip through one of this here. So the denominations are lower denominations, and so we have Mulan, Moana, Ariel, Pocahontas, Snow White, Tiana, Tinkerbell, Rapunzel, Jasmine, I believe her name is Aurora, Sleeping Beauty, Belle, Cinderella, and that is it. And each of these are a built-in envelope. And so these are lower increments. And on the description of it, it does give the range of items. But like for instance, this totals up to $20, increments of 4 through 6. Belle is totaling up to 40, and each of these are 10. All of these are 5. I believe the highest that I did is $15. And so I'm really excited for this one. I did not put months on them. While it does contain 12, what I had in mind for this is you could, use a D12 die and roll the die to figure out, 1 through 12, which one you're going to play for that round. You could play them per month. It's entirely up to you, but I did not put months on them, but there are 12 envelopes. You can, of course, put them in a different order than what it gets sent to you in. The discs will come in a variety of colors. It will just depend on the stock that I have. I will try to alternate them like this, but I do want to use up the discs that I have. So it's a variety of colors, and then of course with the A6 style, these are just your A6 envelopes. So either you will get them in this version, and both versions come with a cover to them, or a dashboard if you're putting it in an A6. or you can get it in a disc bound format for you. So I am excited to bring these to the shop because I did purchase a lot of clip art recently. Okay, so that is item number 1. And then something I have not offered yet in my shop, and I guess I could use, let me show you these first. So I do include A6 envelopes that say savings challenges as freebies, but I'm actually bringing 2 designs to my shop that specifically say savings challenges. And I did print them out, not only for pictures, but also to show in this video. But we have, so you can have your choice in like this plaid style, or this is like a hearts. Let me bring it up to the camera a little closer. So hearts, and that's in the glossy version. And then this is matte, so you can see there's hearts and the word challenges. And then this one is the plaid version. So this is glossy, and then this is matte. So you will have your choice of whether you want plaid or the hearts. And then you can also choose if you want glossy or matte. So I'm bringing these into the shop. And because I love making envelopes. I've shared that in a tutorial video. I'm going to put these in this A6 binder so that I can illustrate the next item that's coming to the shop. So I did want to offer these in case anybody wanted to purchase savings challenge envelopes instead of using, you know, just the standard PVC ones. If you wanted a little decor in your savings challenge binders. So I thought I would bring this challenge or this style of envelope to you. And if these are popular, then I can always bring on more designs for savings challenge envelopes. Okay, new item that I have made before, but I have not offered in the shop, but I am bringing translucent bookmark dividers. Everybody calls them something a little different. I did, hopefully the glare is not too terrible on these, but I did size these to be the size of the envelopes that I make to align with them so they don't stick up too much out of your binder. Let me put a few of them in here. But to not stick up too far out of your binder so that they're getting caught on anything, but to where you can still see them. Okay, let me just, okay, and so you can see how much they stick up from your envelope there. And then I'll go ahead and close this. And then hopefully the camera is picking that up there, that it doesn't stick too far up out of your binder so they don't get bent or ruined when you have them like in your savings caddies. I know a lot of people like to use if you put them in like a cash box or you store them in a safe. So I wanted to bring these to my shop. It does just come in the one font. It'll be capitalized, but you do get to choose what you want your title to be. This is because I am in a kind of restricted space because these are 2.25 inches wide. I did not want to make them too wide so that they cover up you know, whatever design you might have in envelopes in your wallet. But I'll put these down here so that you can kind of see them. I'll move these over. But 15 characters for your title or your category that you want listed at the top. And then you will have your choice whether you want this heart underlined there or you just want it plain. But I know a lot of people do designs on them. I know a lot of people do matte vellum, or they print them on vellum. I wanted to bring the translucent, and this recently came about because I had a request, which some of you may have seen on Instagram, but I have a very good customer, Toya, that reached out and asked if I could make her the translucent bookmarks or dividers to go with some custom translucent envelopes that I had previously made for her son's his binder. And so since I was making those, that kind of lit a fire under me to bring some bookmarks. I've had some people ask if I ever am going to offer them. I just haven't had a big request for them, but I thought I would bring something a little different to my shop that I haven't offered, but also bring the translucent look to them. Just keep in mind that the longer your title is up here, the smaller I do have to make the font, but I have decided to limit it to 15 characters. That is long enough for sinking funds to be there. As you can see here, I have long-term, short-term, ahead, spending, and holidays. I did have to make this font a little smaller. I don't know if you can tell because this was starting to run in to the outer part of it, but sinking funds will be smaller, but it will be all uppercase letters. Okay, so I hope that you guys like these. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this stuff out because I am going to show the next item that I am bringing to the shop, and I need this binder. Okay. Okay, so I am officially bringing peekaboo envelopes. I know that I have made them in my binder, but I have the peekaboo style envelopes. This is my beige flower design, but it is, you get to, of course, customize your category here. I decided to put it down along the bottom, and so I thought I would put these into the envelope here and actually put some cash in them, or cash in one of them to show what it would look like with the money in. Okay, so hopefully the glare isn't too bad because I actually prefer, I did not make them in the matte style. I prefer the peekaboo in a glossy laminate. And so, but I will offer them in matte or glossy finish, but that's what it looks like with the money inside. And so I'm bringing these to the shop, so I'm hoping you guys like them. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this out so I don't forget about it. Okay, we'll put these to the side. And the next thing that I am bringing to the shop are also customizable category A7 wallets. So currently I only offer one style, and that's my black lines, but I wanted to bring something for the fall. So these are just a little more simplistic. It's just going to have your category in the middle in this one font, but you do get your choice of the color of font, and the colors that I have elected are for the fall time. So of course I'm offering black, but then there is orange, and then I have called the brown coffee. So you can see a difference between the brown and the black. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. I have called this green color olive. And there's the brown again. And you will have your choice of matte or glossy. And then this is the maroon color is what I'm calling it. And so this is all maroon here, but then this is what the brown looks like in glossy versus matte. And then we have the olive color, glossy versus matte. And then we have the orange color, glossy versus matte. And then I didn't even realize, but I did not print and create in black and the maroon. So I didn't print any black to do glossy, and I didn't print any maroon, but you guys can get the drift there. And I made these how I decided to create these is so that hopefully they can also fit into the zippy wallets as well. I know that those dimensions are a little smaller going around, but you can see here in this binder by Trang's Plans, or I have to look at the name. I always get it wrong. TH and Co Designs. So you can see here, there's a good amount of space, but then when I go to close it, there's still space there. So I tried to be mindful of maybe the zippy envelope or the zippy wallets. And so these might be a little smaller than like pre-made envelopes, and I actually have one here. So this is like a PVC style envelope. And if I line up the holes down here, okay, you can see that mine is a little shorter on these sides. It does stick up just a little bit more, but that's because that's the lip of my, the seal. Okay, let me grab, I put all of these in, but let me grab one of these out. And if I line up the holes here, then you can see mine is a little shorter to hopefully allow for you to get these into a zippy envelope or a zippy wallet. Okay, so these are coming, again, only this style font, but you will have your choice of the font color and whether you want matte or glossy. Okay, so let me set these aside. And then the next thing that we're going to get into are savings challenges that I am bringing to the shop. Okay, so first things first is, this is my Hey Siri mini challenge. And this was entirely created by asking Siri. And so I don't know if you guys remember, but I recently had a Hey Siri sale that happened, and basically I asked Siri for a random number between, I think it was 10 and 40. She actually opted for 39, so I did a 39% off sale, and I asked her to give me a number between 1 and 5. She chose 4, so I did a 39% off sale for 4 days. I got that idea from creating this challenge. So this challenge was me specifically asking Siri, and there's 4 different cards, and all of this comes in the bundle. I asked her to give me numbers between 1 and 9. And so as she read them off, I entered them into the cards, and I went just like this on each card as she gave them off to me. And so that's why these are little conversation bubbles, because I was asking Siri, hey Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 9. And she's actually picking up on my voice right now on my phone. I went right along and entered those numbers. So that's where these numbers came from. Let me have her go away. Okay. And then you do have your tracker here to keep track. So when you complete all 4 cards, you will save a total of 94. And I did decide to print these because I haven't came out with a vellum style yet. And I don't like to work with matte vellum with my challenges. most likely, I don't ever like to say never, but most likely you won't see me do matte vellum. I will opt to work with glossy laminate with vellum so that you can choose to use any type of marker that you want to. You're not as restricted with the matte vellum, but also I find that glossy laminate is more forgiving. So the shops that do offer the matte vellum, bravo to them. I just want to make sure that I push out products that I know that I can actually do consistently, and that is glossy laminate for me when I offer it here. Using the matte laminate to make envelopes is a little different for me than you know, trying to laminate and make sure they lay flat, things like that. So this is my Hey Siri mini challenge. Then getting into the holiday, I decided to come out with Disney Princess Roll the Dice. Okay, so I am featuring 4 different princesses. So we have Moana, Jasmine, Rapunzel, and Elsa, and these are all the same amount, so you just get to choose. I tried to coordinate the dice color with the princess design at the bottom, and then I did a decorative background. I did forget to mention this, but the other Disney Princess booklet, the envelope challenge, is printed on a shimmer cardstock. These ones as well. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to tell, but there is a shimmer to them because they are princesses, so I thought it only appropriate to do a shimmer cardstock, and then they are laminated in glossy laminate so that you can use whichever you would like. And so I brought these because Halloween is here, or approaching, not here, but also this goes with the theme of fall. And then I did opt for fall colored backgrounds. Okay. And then because I just showed a fall or a Halloween theme, I'm going to go ahead and show this one. So this next set of items I'm going to show are my scratch offs. Okay, so this one here it's just spider webs, but I wanted to come up with a design to where I could use colored cardstock. And so I opted for spider webs. This will clip in to your binder because it is a little, it's not dashboard size, but it will, let me get one of these, get one of my Savings Challenge envelopes, and I'll put this in front just as a comparison. Okay, so this will clip into your A6 binder, but there are 8 amounts, and this is a mystery scratch off. I thought mystery scratch off would go in theme with spider webs. Okay, so this is one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside. All right, and then I am offering 2 other A6 size scratch offs. And so these are similar designs, just different background, different colors. And so these are both on a shimmer cardstock as well. This is a floral design with square gray or silver scratch offs. And then this is gold stars in the background with the gold scratch offs. These are the same dollar amount, so I did not change dollar amounts. These were just different backgrounds that I opted for, but the dollar amounts under both are the exact same. But this is a mystery scratch off. It is a lower denomination one. Okay, so that one's coming to the shop, or these 2 are coming to the shop, and this one I'm calling my zigzag scratch off, clearly because of the design. Then the next are Keroppi bundles that I am coming out with. And so with these ones, you will have your choice if you want to purchase just the challenge, purchase just the envelope, or if you want to purchase the bundle. So this one, I have been liking the like drawing card type game, so I wanted to bring one to my shop. And so with this one, this is the KoFi Luck of the Draw. This will save $156, and down in each of the faces of KoFi, it will tell you that an ace is worth 1, 2 through 9 is worth 2, a 10 is worth 3, a jack is worth 4, a queen is worth 5, and a king is worth 10. Okay, so with this, I did kind of go back and forth if I wanted to try to order some deck of cards to offer with this, and ultimately I decided against it, just because I didn't want to have to keep track of deck of cards inventory, and potentially get stuck with deck of cards if people weren't interested in it. So this will not come with a deck of cards, and just like my other challenges, I opt to do glossy laminate for the envelopes that I include, and that's just so that I can charge slightly lower because matte laminate is expensive. It has gone up in price, and I want to offer affordable items in my shop. And so again, you'll have your choice of only challenge, only envelope, or the bundle. Okay, so that is the KoFi Luck of the Draw. Okay, then the next one is, this is my KoFi Friends bundle. And because I thought it appropriate with me coming up on my year anniversary for YouTube, and the fact that I have made quite a few friends and acquaintances, but I've just gotten to meet a lot of wonderful people in this community. And this is kind of a thank you to my friends. And so it just has KoFi and his friends here, and I opted for a nice font to have the word friends on either side. And then a low denomination challenge here, and KoFi is just holding a flag that says 1,000,000 friends. Okay, and so same thing with this one. You can have your choice of just envelope, just challenge, or the bundle. Okay. Then I have a fall themed bundle. This one actually, because we are in the season of fall, I have done 2 options that you can choose from. So this one is just a low denomination challenge. You have a row or a column of 5, of 3, of 2. This will save a total of $50. And then you have a roll the dice fall themed challenge. And so again, you can choose either or, challenge only. You can choose envelope only. You can choose the bundle. Okay. You can choose to purchase both of just the challenges. That does not come bundled, so you would have to do 2 separate purchase this one and then go back into the listing and purchase this one. But I have made it so that you don't necessarily have to purchase the whole bundle. You can choose one or the other, just the envelope or the whole bundle. Okay. And then new to my shop are, because I have started to utilize an A5 binder. I'm just going to take a drink of water. I have began to use an A5 size binder to play challenges. Currently I am doing a bigger, it's almost like a classic size, the Hello Kitty Savings Challenge. So that's why you haven't seen my A5 binder for box challenges. But I am bringing A5 size challenges to my shop. And so the first 2 are actually scratch off. I'm going to share the one that I am most excited for, just because I have not seen anything like this. That does not mean it's not out there. I just haven't seen it. And because you guys see me stuffing my casino winnings, that's where this comes from. So this is my LivvyLand Casino Slot Scratch Off Challenge. And so you have your slot machines here with a strip of scratch off going across it. And underneath these scratch offs are a series, a pattern, and each pattern represents, so this is similar to my series of hearts scratch off that I have. That is being discontinued in my shop. So this one is coming in, but again, I just hadn't seen anything like this, and I thought, why not? I cash stuff casino winning sometimes, and I love going to the casino to play slots, and why not bring an A5 size scratch off to it, because this concept would be hard to get it onto an A6 size, and I thought I could easily do that with an A5 size, and so this will fit into your A5 size binders. And I mean, this one, I guess you could fit it into the back, but I can't hole punch it because it'll go into the game itself, so I wouldn't recommend that. But more power to you if you want to purchase it and you get it and you decide to A6 punch it. I won't be offering that though. I don't want to ruin the design that I worked hard on for this. So we have a series of stars, a series of coins, the dollar symbol, and then I opted to make the highest amount, all sevens. The number 7 is my husband's lucky number. His birthday also falls on the 7th of a month. So that's why I opted for all 7s to be the highest amount. This is because at the casino, it is a mystery what you are going to spin. So that's why I did not say how much this is going to total up to. But it does actually, you know that the highest you can get is 10 in one scratch off. So I'm really excited for this one, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. So this is one of the A5 scratch offs. And then I decided to bring, I'm calling this the pyramid scratch off. Again, a mystery. Pyramids to me are a mystery, and I wanted to bring something again with a star background, and I thought this one was cute. But this one just has what I thought looked like a pyramid, but then after I put the scratch offs on there, I can't lie, it then started to kind of look like a Christmas tree, but this is designed to be a pyramid. And so this is another A5 size. I wanted to bring a horizontal one, which is the slot scratch off, and then I wanted to bring a vertical style as well. All right, and then last but certainly not least, this challenge is one that I actually created for my very first Etsy customer. This was her idea. I just came up with the design of it, and then of course the dollar amounts. So Berna, I know that you watch, and so I decided to bring this. She gave me the okay a long time ago, but at the time I was not doing A5 size. I was still brand new to my shop and trying to get used to things. I did change up the this style here a little bit, but the picture that I had used specifically for her in this this design is exactly what I pushed out for her when she asked me if I could make one. Dollar amounts are all the same, but you basically, this is I Spy with my little eye. This game, you can play it as you save, and so the increments that are listed, the highest amount is $10, but you basically utilize this little chart down here to find the items within the picture. As you find it, you circle the item and then you save the amount that's listed. And so, like for instance, it says a person walking a dog. So I'm not going to point it out in here, but you would find the person walking the dog in the picture, circle it, mark it off, and save $7. So it does actually give you some instructions here. It says, locate the item listed within the I Spy game, circle the item, stuff and save the listed amount on the tracker, and most importantly, have fun saving. Okay, so this one, I wanted to get this pushed out in time if you wanted to use this, because it is winter theme, and this could be Christmas theme because there are little Christmas trees on here, and there's Christmas carolers, an ice skating rink. So that way you could, if you are behind in saving for Christmas, you could utilize this to help save you some funds in lower dollar amounts for Christmas. So I wanted to get this brought to the shop on this launch in September. And so that is it for this launch. I really hope that I get better at launching. I'm always creating new things, always. But what I do is I tend to just go on this spree of creating. And one of my least favorite things to do, I will fully admit, is create the listing on Etsy for it, do the write-up, take the pictures. I just like creating, printing, cutting, doing all of that. That is what I enjoy doing. Maybe someday I'll make it big to where I have somebody that does the picture taking for me, that does the listings on Etsy for me, figuring out prices, things like that. And I can just design and create and push out items. Who knows? But for now, I am enjoying. I really have a passion for making these items, and I hope that shines through in the items that you receive from LivvyLand. I hope you believe that I am here to take care of you. I want to make your visions become a reality. I love doing custom items. I love when you guys tag me to let me know how it looks in your setup. If you have YouTube channels, I love watching your videos that contain these items. I can't always comment on them, but I do, make sure to do a thumbs up so that there is a reaction to your video. But I am there supporting. It just may be silently because I'm quite busy with my full-time, with my part-time, with my daughter, with my husband, just with life, like many of you all. And I hope that you guys do recognize that my shop is very important to me, and I try to show that through my action of very quick shipping. And I know that you guys see that because in reviews, many of you talk about my quick shipping and turnaround time. I know you guys choose to spend your money in my shop, and I want to make sure that I get those items into your hands as quickly as possible. And what I have control over is how quick I package your item, make the item. A lot of this, sometimes I get your item out to you same day. It just depends what I have going on for the day. But if not, my goal is by that next day to where I can get it to the post office, and that gets shipped out that day that I get it to the post office. I try to be very mindful of the postal cutoff time and all of that. So I just hope you guys know that I truly care and appreciate your business and your support. So again, launch happening Monday, September 8th at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is the same day that Livy starts preschool, and so I thought I could commemorate that by launching items first thing in the morning on her first day of preschool. She is not a morning person, and so we've opted for afternoon, so I won't be fighting with, getting her ready with trying to get my items all launched officially on my shop. So again, I hope you like the items that I am pushing out this time. If you haven't already, I would love it if you would like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.